Good morning from Bristol. We are at the fascinating city of Bristol, UK. Beautiful Bristol station, Temple Meads, and the first original facade. On its side, a bronze statue of Istvan Kingdom Brunel, who designed this station in 1840. Bristol is Brunel's city. Two most important attractions of Bristol are Brunel's creations. The world's first ocean liner, which was iron-hulled and propeller-driven, was made by Brunel. The second one is the fantastic Clifton suspension bridge over the River Avon. Brunel did not live to see the completion of this bridge, but the imprint of his outstanding engineering is there for all to see. The area has some forest and meadows. The Clifton Observatory and a cave below this hill make this place more fascinating. The bridge was opened in 1870s. Then it was the longest suspension bridge in the world. Like many bridges in Europe, there is clear footpath on either side of the bridge. Your visit will not be complete without a stroll on the bridge and feel the depth of this beautiful scenario. The English weather was good today. We thoroughly enjoyed a couple of hours around the Clifton Hill area, and now waiting for the bus. There are also other people waiting for the bus. The bus will take us towards the city. This is the harbour side. You can take ferries to the station from here or hire a boat for joyride, cruise. There are restaurants around where you can have a good meal. Now we are in Clifton. This is a church in Roman style design. And this tall building is the University of Bristol main building. Bristol has been rated as the most artistic city of England. The interesting graffitis on the walls welcome you always. There are several cafes and fast food joints near the university area. But Bristol also has fine dining restaurants like Brown's, where we had a family dinner. The Brown's is located in an old building with very high ceiling. Beautiful setting and nice food. This is the St. Nicholas Market, trading since 1743. All kind of stuff sold here. You have to bargain for good price. There are some street food shops too. A nice place to spend an afternoon. This is the Redcliffe Church, a beautiful piece of architecture. If you have time, you should go and see inside. We are now at the Bristol Museum. The Romanian gypsies used this bardo and lived in them. Very interesting nomadic life. This particular bardo or wagon was used by a family for nearly 20 years. The parents used to sleep on the bed inside, small kids on the sofas inside, and the older children used to sleep below the carriage, only protected by a tarpaulin cover. Overall, it was hard life. There was no water, no electricity. If they are moving during the rains, the wheels will get stuck in mud, and it was tough. This is a replica of the Bristol biplane, popularly known as box kite. This was the first commercially produced training aircraft in early 20th century. Over 70 such planes were produced and sold to different countries. Looking for a painting? Oh, it's here. This is probably the largest portrait in Bristol Museum. Raja Rammohan Roy of India. Rammohan Roy was a crusader against the practice of sati. He came to Bristol in 1830 to ensure the sati regulation banning this practice is not overturned. Roy was a scholarly person. At early age, he had learned Bangla, Sanskrit and Persian. Later, he studied the Hindu scriptures, including Ved and Upanishad at Banaras. He also subsequently studied Latin, Greek, and even Hebrew to read the original biblical texts. Rammohan was descendant of a Kulin Brahmin clan whose roots trace to Kannauj in Uttar Pradesh, India. Rammohan was witness to the excesses by these priests, the Kulin Brahmins, as they controlled most temples in Bengal. The excesses included live burning of widow when their husbands died, that is sati, polygamy, child marriage, no education for women folk, and dowry. As a child, Rammohan was witness to the extreme terrible scene of sati in his own family when his elder brother expired. His sister-in-law was forced to jump into the pot and burnt alive by the priests forcibly. This granite statue in the backdrop of Bristol Cathedral and surrounded by University of Bristol colleges was installed some 40 years back. Rammohan believed and pursued modern education as the only way to defend against fundamentalism, to progress from a dark society to a brighter world with equality to all citizens especially women. Roy was a political agitator against the East India Company as well. He organized protests in Calcutta. He was among the first to point out the large amount of money being taken out of the country by the company. Rammohan was definitely a person ahead of his time. It took India 154 years to stop this sati practice. In 1987, when Roop Kanwar was burnt alive in the Rajasthan village, it sent shock waves across the world. Perhaps that was the last sati, but we would never know. Rammohan is considered the father of Indian Renaissance, not without reason. His push for end of polygamy has gradually become success. So his promotion of women's education. But his crusade against dowry is certainly not followed. In modern India, dowry is rampant and government keeps a blind eye on this. We are at the Arnold Wales Cemetery. It's serene and peaceful. The memorial of Raja Rammohan Roy is here. Rammohan probably died of meningitis in Bristol. He was buried in another cemetery first. Later, a monument was built here. Probably the grandfather of Rabindranath Tagore, Prince Dwarkanath, had partly funded the monument construction. Bristol citizens love and respect for this man, nearly 200 years after his death, is no matter of dispute. He was definitely a Ram of modern times. India is back in the throes of fundamentalism and superstitions. It needs more such Rams to rise. Thank you for watching this vlog. If you like, please subscribe and share. Also click the bell button to get regular vlogs. Thank you.